Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning KU. I'm Nick Baker.
And I'm Grant DeMars.
What a week to be a Jayhawk.
Yeah, that's for sure.
What a week to be a How about that Texas game?
Yeah, I was honestly really shocked. I didn't even go to the game because I just assumed the worst. But, I mean, we pulled out that W, and I was really surprised.
Pulled out the W in the last minute, and then it's the first time we beat Texas since 1938.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I am personally just sad I did not get to tear down the goalpost.
I did see that, and
I've been looking forward to that for a while, actually.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a good W for us to get down there.
Yeah, me too. We had one in basketball too last night.
We did. We won by like what, 20?
Yeah, we absolutely killed it.
For UAB, Josh Jackson dunking like a monster.
Oh, for sure.
I've been waiting to see that talent. I've been waiting to see that talent come out and tear it out on the court, and he delivered.
Yes,
sir.
He definitely did.
Yeah. So yeah, we got that going for us. Not to mention, what is it? Today's our last day.
Yeah, we have break now. I'm pretty excited.
What do you got coming up?
We always celebrate Thanksgiving at my house, so
there you go.
We'll just have my family over, cook some bomb food.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, this is the first time we're breaking tradition and going to Indianapolis for Thanksgiving. Should be a good time. We got family friends who make great food.
That's
going to be loads of people. It's going to be a good time. Really stoked about it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, and then, let's see, we come back on Monday.
Mm-hmm. And we have like 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Dang.
2 weeks and then
We're
finals.
Almost done. It's crazy.
And it is making my hands sweat.
Oh,
I am
same.
Terrified. I mean, I think we'll pull through, right?
Yeah.
I think we'll
be fine.
Yeah.
A little stressful.
We'll get a nice little R&R over this week. You know, get some turkey, get some gravy,
for sure.
Get some stuffing, and then you come back and you just power through.
Yep.
You know, and that's what we do. That's what Jayhawks are known to do.
Oh, definitely.
We clinch it in the last minute. Just ask our boys in blue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we have a great show for you coming up. We got weather. We got a new game for you. I'm stoked about it.
I'm pretty stoked too.
Grant's stoked about it.
Oh, very stoked.
We got stoked about Thanksgiving. I have to get on an airplane like immediately after this, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, hopefully you catch your flight.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. The weather's not looking great, but I'll zoom down anyways.
Okay, well, fingers crossed for you.
Fingers crossed. Guys, go ahead and stick around with the news.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Coleman Connolly.
And I'm Chris Sitek. This is your KU News Update. 4 police officers were shot in separate but possibly related incidents this weekend, and at least 3 of the shootings, the alleged perpetrators purposely targeted police officers. The shootings took place in South Florida, East Missouri, and San Antonio. Detective Benjamin Marcani, the officer shot in San Antonio, has been the only officer to die as of now. The other 3 officers are being treated for their wounds in area hospitals.
Jurgen Klinsmann was fired as the U.S. men's national team manager. Klinsmann's firing came after a 4-0 loss to the Costa Rica national team. U.S. Soccer President Sunil Gulati said that he is confident in getting into the World Cup in 2018, but the team needs to grow in a new direction. Klinsmann was manager for the team for 5 years. He achieved many historic victories, but he has not lived up to his high expectations.
Kanye West made multiple headlines over the weekend. He started off by going on a political rant that angered many of his fans. West said he did not vote in the election, but if he had, he would have voted for Trump. He followed the following statement by encouraging black people to stop focusing on racism. The rapper then ended his concert early in Sacramento and canceled his tour for the rest of the year.
A missing week-old baby from Wichita has been found alive in Dallas. Texas native Yesenia Sesmes faked a pregnancy for months before kidnapping the newborn of her longtime friend. The girl's mother was found shot to death at her home in Kansas, setting off a search for the missing baby. Sesmes knew the mother of the baby for years before she allegedly killed and kidnapped her daughter. The baby was reunited with her family on Saturday. Sesmes is sitting on a Dallas jail waiting for further details.
A Brooklyn man has been arrested after plotting a terror attack in Times Square. Mohammed Rahif Naji is charged with traveling to Turkey and Yemen last year in an effort to join ISIS. He has been accused of trying to join the terror group nearly 5 times. Naji was caught on wireless wiretaps discussing plans to stage an attack in Times Square. That's all for the news. Stick around because we'll be right back with the Sports Block. Hello, I'm Chris Sitek.
I'm Will Ricky.
And I'm Minnie Wedding. Welcome back to the Sports Block. And welcome back to the win column, KU football. The Jayhawks won a senior day thriller, beating Texas 24-21 in overtime for their second win of the season. This was Kansas's first win against Texas since 1938. What are y'all's thoughts about this?
I mean, wow, what a win for Kansas. I mean, beating a Texas team that is potentially bowl eligible, and not only that, but their defense played amazing. I mean, 3 interceptions, couple of fumbles, and then how about the play of Matthew Wyman, who kicked how many field goals, in that game, and the clutch one? What do you think, Will?
I just thought that was so incredible. I thought it was a great redemption moment, if you will, for Matthew Wyman, keeping in mind that he missed his last 4 field goals against that game in TCU. So, all you can do is feel good for the guy. He won it, and it's his last game. It's on senior day. And, all you can do is feel good for them and the seniors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kansas finishes the season at K-State in the Sunflower Showdown this Saturday. Winning is fun, and KU basketball has been doing a lot of that, defeating Duke, which was #1, and blowing out Siena and the UAB to move to 3-1 on the season. Now the Jayhawks are in Kansas City for one more game in the CBE Classic Tournament. So y'all, can the Jayhawks win against the tournament versus Georgia?
I think they can, and I think the story of the game was Josh Jackson and his murderous posterizing dunk. Look at this. He just throws it down with authority, and that's just incredible. I do think they can win over Georgia. But, we have to stop committing stupid fouls like in the backcourt. I'd noticed Josh Jackson was making a lot of, silly fouls in the backcourt. And, that's what he was doing against Duke and Siena. And it's just in the chemistry. We need to, come together close as a team. And you did just start winning by bigger margins because we were up 23-5 up in the first half, and then the lead got whittled away. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you, absolutely. I think the guard play has drastically improved from game 1 to now. You talk about Josh Jackson with that posterizing dunk, and then you look at guys like Devontae Graham scoring in double figures, I think the last 2 or 3 games, as well as Frank Mason. The guy's averaging 25 points a game. That backcourt's huge, right?
Yeah, it's one of the best in the country. Frank Mason had, I think, 20 points last night. And Graham had 16, and Jackson actually had 22. And Svi went off from the three-point land. He shot 80% for 15 points from the three-point land, and I just thought that was just incredible.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, they're going to need to continue winning as Big 12 looms, kind of try to gain some traction, gain some team chemistry as Big 12 looms on the horizon.
I agree.
Switching over to NFL, from winners to losers, the Kansas City Chiefs were at home to the Tampa Bay Bucks, putting their 10-game home winning streak on the line. And with the second goal to go, Alex Smith made the biggest mistake of the game.
All right, you're going to see Smith and the Chiefs offense take the snap, fakes to Spencer Ware, and gets picked off by Chris Connie. Smith throwing it inexplicably into double coverage, and Connie brought it back 55 yards, which that led to a Bucs touchdown, and that led to the Bucs ultimately winning that game. So
yeah, I was not happy watching that game. I didn't get to see the whole game, but I remember someone telling me we were up, and then we let it slip right out of our hands. And I think I'm lost for words.
Honestly, the Chiefs struggled specifically in 2 areas. Stopping the Bucs on third down, they allowed 11 for 16. So They allowed the Bucks to continue offensive drives, and then in terms of offensively, they just couldn't finish in the red zone. I mean, they were on the 2-yard line on their opening drive, and they couldn't score a touchdown. And then we just saw with that video, Alex Smith throws a pick on the 6-yard line. I mean, those are potentially 6 to 14 points. Yeah. And we're talking the difference, a difference of 2 points within the loss. So that to me was kind of the biggest thing in terms of the Chiefs losing that game compared to winning. But they need to, they need to make some changes coming up soon because they play Denver twice and Oakland on the horizon. So.
And I mean, my last and final thought before we move on, I think in order, if we're going to be playoff contenders, we have to get the problems out like right away. Like our defense needs to improve, our offense needs to improve. Alex Smith needs to get his head out of the gutter and actually start like finding players on the field.
Absolutely.
Well, the Chiefs went on to lose 19-17 to the Bucks and sit at 7-3 on the season. So, y'all, should the Kansas City Chiefs consider making changes to their offense or keep it their way?
I think they should go both ways. I think they should evaluate the offense and the defense. I think it's the whole team's fault. You can't really blame it on the offense, but you probably need to evaluate Alex Smith and maybe flip him out with the other backup quarterback. Nick Foles. Oh, I'm drawing a blank there. Maybe look at their offense. Maybe, Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought switching to Nick Foles might be a solution. You saw with Alex Smith get switched out to Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick led them to a Super Bowl. So I think this team at 7-3 is a good team. The defense certainly is carrying the team in many aspects. Yeah. But I think, and Alex Smith has just been struggling. He hasn't been finishing games. I mean, he needs to score touchdowns. So I think a change at quarterback could be a potential change for the Chiefs in terms of winning to losing. Yeah.
Kansas City heads to Denver Sunday night in a huge pivotal AFC West showdown.
Well, that's going to do it for the Sports Block. We want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and a safe holiday season. Stay tuned because up next we're playing a game with Coleman and Nick.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. Right now you're taking a live look at Malott Hall, and as you look at the walkers, you can see that there's people on heavy winter coats and there's also people with umbrellas outside right now. That's because we do have chilly temperatures for the day, but we also do have a 40% chance of rain for the day, which we'll talk about in a minute or so. And looking at today's weather, we can see that we're going to have a high of 58 with rainstorms scattered throughout the rest of the day and winds out of the southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And breaking down your day for you, we can see that at 11 a.m. we're going to have a high of 54 with around 40% chance of rain. At 3 p.m. we're going to have a 58-degree weather, which is our high temperature for the day. Moving into the 5 p.m. hour, that's when you have a temperature of 56 degrees for the day. And looking at your tonight, we can see that it's still going to be scattered storms throughout the rest of the night, but into the wee hours of the morning, that's when we'll have mostly rainstorms, and we'll have that hot and low temperature of 43 overnight. And looking at your tomorrow, that's when we'll have a high temperature of 47 degrees with cloudy skies and winds out of the northwest at 10 miles per hour. And then breaking down the rest of your 5-day forecast, if you're staying here in Lawrence for Thanksgiving, on Thursday it's going to be sunny skies with a high of 57 with a low of 33. On Friday we're going to have a high of 55 with a low of 33, and that's a great day to come back to Lawrence if you're going to leave for the basketball game. And then on Saturday it's going to be sunny with a high of 59 degrees, and that KU does play K-State in Manhattan for the last football game of the season. And then looking at the national weather, we can see that if you're going to California for the week, you're going to have a high of 60 or 76, depending on what part of California you're going. If you're going back home to Colorado, towards Denver, it's going to be a high of 48 degrees and sunny skies. If you're going to Texas, you're going to see that you're going to have a temperature of 71 in Dallas, and in Corpus Christi, you're going to have a temperature of 78 degrees. Moving over onto the East Coast, if you're going back home to Chicago, you're going to have a high of 41 with cloudy temperatures, and looking at Atlanta, you're going to have those cloudy skies with a high of 70 degrees. So no matter where you're going for this weekend, just enjoy the weather wherever you're at, and we'll hope to see. And right after this, we'll be back with the game.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning KU. We're going to be playing 5-second summaries. You guys know how the game works. We have a movie title. I have to give Coleman here 5-second summary and vice versa, and you have to guess the name of the movie in the allotted time. Want to play ball?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to go first.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, as soon as I pick this up, we're going.
Begin.
All right, little baby lion. He now has to take over the mantle.
Lion King.
Of course.
Yes, no.
Of course.
No. An instant classic.
It's a classic. I actually just saw that for the first time 4 weeks ago. So
You're kidding me.
Was robbed of a childhood.
You were, obviously.
Unexpected. Yeah.
Okay, red pill, blue pill. There's lots of pills.
Matrix.
Yes,
Of
you
course.
got it. You got it.
Of course. I was thinking it was going to be some satire on the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, no, but I mean, hey,
instead,
that's a problem.
That is a problem. We'll address that on our next show.
Absolutely.
All right, and we're playing ball. Here we go. We got, okay, come on. He is like the scariest man, but he's also like the most heroic man. He has a clown as an enemy. It's the best one out of the trilogy. But which?
The Dark Knight.
Nailed it. Yes,
Okay,
Dark
all
Knight
right.
It was.
Probably.
Indeed, sir.
Okay, great film.
I feel like
great
I
film.
could have addressed that a little bit better.
A little
Best
bit. I
man,
don't know. There's
scariest
a
man.
lot of
He is
Batman.
scary. There's a lot of Batman.
Okay, this guy naps within his naps.
Naps within his naps.
There's probably a better way to say this. Dream within a dream.
Oh, Inception for sure.
There you go. Yes.
He naps in his naps.
I mean, yes, technically.
Naps
he's
in his
taken
naps.
multiple
That's
naps.
what they should put on the cover of the
levels.
movie. All right, here we go. He's a captain. He likes rum. He is on a quest for a ship.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
100%.
The Caribbean.
100%. That's one of my favorite films, actually.
There's a new one coming out, I believe, right?
There's a new
The
Pirates
new
of the
Pirates of
Caribbean.
the Caribbean.
Pirates of the
Fifth
Caribbean
one.
12. Oh, 5.
12, 5.
5.
Who
12.
knows?
It's a
God,
lot of them.
Yeah.
There's
no,
a lot of
jeez.
Captain Jack Sparrow to go around, and we're going to see more of them coming this fall.
Agreed.
Or maybe
Agreed.
next year. No idea. Don't fact check that.
Okay. This guy is really sarcastic. He flies around in his metal suit.
My boy Iron Man.
Yes, yes.
Tony Stark.
I
He's my guy.
yeah.
That's kind of my favorite Avenger.
I've never
actually.
seen Iron Man.
What?
Besides in the Avengers movies, I've never seen
What?
a solo Iron Man movie.
Well, who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero has got to be
Don't go DC.
probably, I don't know, Spider-Man?
Okay,
Batman?
solid. Well, no, it's Spider-Man or it's Batman. You can't choose two of the most iconic heroes.
I like the web-slinging action of Spider-Man, and I
True.
like the really disgusting voice of Christian Bale. So
If we could have that disgusting voice in a web slinger,
that would be my superhero.
there's your favorite.
Nick.
All right, we'll
That
just
would
wait
be
for
mine.
Spider-Man to grow up.
Yeah,
Last one.
let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah, no.
We're on a perfect streak right
We
now. I
are,
don't want you
we
to.
are.
I don't want you to biff this. You're not gonna biff it. It's Coleman Connolly, folks. All right. Oh, we're doing it right now, but he has a mustache doing it. He's the champion of it all in San Diego. You know who I'm talking
Anchorman.
about.
Anchorman.
100%. And for all of you watching, Anchorman is kind of our bar. That's who we go for.
That's
Ron,
who we're trying to
Ron
be.
Burgundy is, he's journalism personified. And if we can even get, an ounce of that in here,
Then you know what? We got a show.
we got a show for you folks. Well, we appreciate you watching. We will see you after a lovely Thanksgiving break. Everyone have a safe, fun time.
I know I will.
Yeah, of course we will. And let's come back and knock out some finals.